One of the Minecraft Legacy editions that we oftentimes overlook is the PlayStation 4 edition, whose last update was Village and Pillage back in 2019, which actually makes it the most modern of the old console editions, most of which were discontinued after the Aquatic update. Today we will rediscover the incredible tutorial world, the 3 different minigames, survival and creative experiences, and some of the awesome exclusive features like the custom superflats. First order of business is discussing the latest tutorial world, which was added in the update Aquatic back in 2018. This is the last tutorial world ever added to any Minecraft edition, and 4J went all out to make it the most expansive and beautiful one ever. It retains the similar spawn area that its predecessors did, while the outside area appears to resemble something from a medieval tale. There's tons of workstations where the game will teach you about all the different things you can do, and the statues are absolutely massive. Additionally, there's tons to see and do outside of the tutorial area, with dozens of other statues, villages, and things to explore. As with all the other tutorials, a music disc hunt is a key feature of this world and makes for a good scavenger hunt. Also, please make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss my 100-day survival on the Legacy Xbox One edition, and to help me hit 100 subscribers. For any of you guys who are into achievement hunting, with all of the materials that the tutorial world has for you, this is a great way to easily get some of the game's hardest trophies and flex them to your friends. While there's much from Legacy Edition to be desired in Bedrock, I think most of us can agree that the most revered forgotten feature are the free minigames that were added in 2016, with them being Battle, Glide, and Tumble. In the Battle minigame, you get to face off against up to 8 other players in this edition's version of survival games, and you can duel in free default maps that have tons of chests and areas for you to explore, which is made even more fun by the ability to swim, giving you an easier time in collecting the 6 achievements in this mode. There's also numerous DLC maps you can buy, one of which is even themed after Fallout. The Glide minigame doesn't have any trophies to collect, however, it's a mega blast to play with a party of friends while on a church retreat like I did earlier this year. Just like Battle, there's numerous map packs in addition to the default ones. However, unlike that mode, there's 2 ways to glide, be it in timed or score attack, and this is also the only one of the minigames that you can play solo. In score attack, you beat your opponents by getting the highest score, with green rings being the lowest scoring, gold in the middle, and diamonds the highest, although the diamonds tend to be really hard to reach. Meanwhile, in timed attack, he who has the shortest time wins, and it's a lot of fun to solo glide and try to beat your time by exploring the various shortcuts on the maps, which people still speedrun to this day. Meanwhile, Tumble has 6 new trophies for you to take, which really aren't too difficult, especially if you have a second controller. Like Glide, there's 2 different modes, those being snowballs and shovels. In snowballs, you fight on 3 separate layers, while shovels is just one. If you reach a stalemate in shovels, which happens quite frequently due to people trying to section themselves off, the game will give you snowballs to finish the job. The minigames arena is also super dope, with tons of statues of mobs to look at while spectating as a bat. Even better, every Halloween and Christmas, the arena and layers get switched to holiday-specific maps, both of which are so crazily well designed with dozens of things to see, coupled with some dope texture packs that add a lot to the minigame's aesthetic, and I look forward to them returning every year. I remember for a while, people used to make their own custom minigames and maps and would host them in PlayStation parties, some of which were a ton of fun. I've even made a few minigames myself, some of which were definitely pretty fun and deserve their own video, so make sure to subscribe for that. When creating a new survival world in this edition, you unfortunately don't have commands, however there's tons of other options to suffice, including host privileges, which are basically the PS4's version of cheats. Due to this version only having limited world sizes, with the max being 5120 x 5120 blocks big, hard to find structures in Java and Bedrock become much easier to find, thanks to the game attempting to cram everything into a smaller area, and oftentimes there's multiple spawns of the same things. I frequently find numerous ocean monuments, sometimes within a tiny distance of each other. You can even change the biome scale, disable structure spawning, whether or not you want fire to spread or players to be able to kill each other, and other things like disabling mob loot. You can also make the world an online game so people from around the world can join. Another feature that was added to compensate for small worlds is the ability to reset the nether and end, which will delete everything you've built in these biomes and reset their structures to before you first entered, which means that you can use this feature to farm loot like shulker boxes. Enabling a bonus chest will give you an early game boost, while no matter what, you spawn with a large map, which is probably one of my favorite Legacy Edition features and helps a ton when you're playing split screen with the homies. I've said it in previous videos and I'll say it again, the crafting UI in Legacy Edition is significantly better than Bedrock's and is well polished and easy to use. I used to have one of my favorite ever survival worlds on this version, with tons of dope building projects and some seriously great loot. However, unfortunately it got corrupted and only part of it still exists today. Also, this version has leaderboards for you to compare your playtime with the rest of the world, as well as locally with your friends. These boards leaderboards exist not only for survival, but the glide minigame as well, and there's tons of filters to mess around with. I loved trophy hunting on this edition, and to date, Minecraft PS4 edition is one of only 2 games that I've ever gotten a platinum trophy on, the other being Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. Just like survival, creative has a significantly better UI than Bedrock, and even without modern updates like the Nether and Cave ones, there's still more than enough blocks to satisfy your building needs. Halcyon built the USS Enterprise from Star Trek in primitive Minecraft in 2010, so if he could do that, then this version's supplies are more than enough for you. This version has custom superflats that are unlike any other edition, and you can customize them to your heart's content by making them whatever block you want, adding multiple layers, and making them as big as the Minecraft world size will allow you. These superflats are super useful for anyone who has a specific build plot in mind, and I'm pretty sure that you can port these worlds over to Bedrock and make them infinite. I've personally made an Old West themed superflat where I've built trains, a train trestle, mining cabins, mills and headframes, and most notably a giant mountain which was over 2 years in the making and has numerous abandoned mine adits and structures. This world will definitely get its own video in the future. Just like in Bedrock, you can buy and play mashup packs on this version made by 4J's team. However, unlike in Bedrock, you can play these worlds as a free trial, allowing you to have some easy fun messing around dope worlds with friends. However, you won't be able to save them unless you buy them. Thankfully, the word minecoins doesn't have a meaning in this edition. Minecraft PlayStation 4 edition is the version of the game that I've spent the most time playing, even 4 years after it was discontinued. There's still so much to do, and the way the game runs and plays is completely perfect, and I still play my Old West world regularly, and I doubt that will change anytime soon. And even with declining player bases, the memories with my friends will last a lifetime. Before you go, leave a comment telling me your favorite thing about this version, and make sure to subscribe for my 100 Days Survival series on the discontinued Xbox One edition of Minecraft and other Legacy Edition content, where I can't wait to see you guys at.